Hello, and welcome to People Management 101. This is recorded lesson number 11, the last one, and we're going to talk about terminations, discharge meetings, and logistics for all of these situations when a team member leaves HH Hunt. The term termination applies to both a voluntary resignation and an involuntary discharge. Let's first talk about decisions to discharge a team member. As we work through performance conversations and the discipline process, there are times where the employee-employer relationship is just not working out, and it's in everyone's best interest to end that relationship and discharge the team member. Frequently in HR, we are asked, but if we're an at-will employer, which is a legal term, why can't we just fire someone whenever we want to? That really comes down to fairness and consistency. Can I fire someone whenever I want? Technically, yes. The answer is yes, but there's risk. Were fair guidance and clear expectations set? Was the team member given a warning to know that they were doing something wrong and needed to improve? Was the team member treated differently or the same as other people that had had a similar problem previously? It always comes back to fairness and consistency and how we practice those in the workplace. If you're recognizing a theme here, it's that fairness piece. This is the same advice and process for addressing performance issues. You want to be clear, fair, and consistent. At the end of the day, we need to be fair and consistent with our practices, and we need to have good supporting documentation to help minimize our risk. What is the reason for discharge? Gross misconduct or other very serious performance issues may result in abrupt termination, and that's okay. If there has not been a severe issue, careful communication and documentation are required. Communicate with your team members, proactively and reactively when there's a problem. Involuntary discharge should never be a surprise. Always work to train and mentor and coach that team member first, up to and including a performance improvement plan like we talked about in the last lesson. Partner with your HRBP or the HR advisor prior to terminating the team member. Let's make sure we have our ducks in a row first. Always consider our mission, vision, values, and brand promises and connect the performance back to them. And always treat team members with fairness and respect. Carefully document your facts. Accuracy of dates is also very important when submitting termination information. HR relies on the accuracy of the dates that are entered into UltiPro for benefit termination information, unemployment claims, and many other processes. Please feel free to contact a member of HR if you need help determining what to report during the termination in UltiPro. Whether you choose to end the employment relationship with a team member or they choose to resign to go on to something else, we have several tools for you to use. The first one is our termination information sheet. This will help you gather the information needed to submit an accurate termination on a team member's record in UltiPro. Instructions are built into the form regarding those important dates and other details. You can complete this form or just make notes on it prior to putting the information into UltiPro, and you know you'll have all of the things that you need. Our separation checklist is a great logistics tool for both involuntary and voluntary terminations. It includes people to contact and items to consider as the team member prepares to leave HH Hunt. Examples are reminding us to contact BTS so we can turn off our system access for team members, and remembering to have the team members turn in any company property such as keys, cell phone, other things like that. Our What Happens When I Leave HH Hunt info sheet should be emailed or printed and handed to each team member as they prepare to leave HH Hunt. This includes important benefit information and an invitation to take our exit survey. All team members not discharged for gross misconduct should be invited to take our exit survey. The link to the survey is found on that What Happens When I Leave HH Hunt flyer. It should also be emailed to the team member when possible. This is a quick survey that the team member fills out, giving us excellent feedback that we can use later. That concludes our termination logistics. As you know, this on-demand lesson is part of a 3-part People Management 101 learning process. We have 11 on-demand lessons available to help you learn at your own pace. We also have 3 virtual labs giving you on live access and practice to items in UltiPro. We also wrap up the process with a quarterly in-person workshop where we collaborate and interact with other managers and solidify your learning through role play. We'll specifically do a lot of role play around communicating with team members, communicating performance issues, having those proactive conversations, and maybe even conducting a discharge meeting. After completing each on-demand lesson of People Management 101, we ask that you check your skills with a quick quiz. The link is found on the slide, and it's also available at hhhuntuniversity.com, so you don't have to jot this down right now. Thank you for taking the time to learn about termination meetings, discharge, and logistics.